You will never walk alone. Has decided.
It's lonely at the top.
Liverpool, clear. Liverpool, clear. You are welcome to Sport Diary with the A team. And you know how we do it? We give you the best
of the best.
Of the best.
Absolutely.
The king of all of them. And today, guys, I'm not here alone. JD Toka is here. And you know I don't come alone. I'm here with
the Radio Paparazzi
and
the 007.
Shola, the topmost striker.
Yes, sir.
Yes, guys, and today there's no attack, there's no crossfire,
nothing.
There is no this.
We're on the same table.
On the same table like this.
But some people are not on the same table.
Hey, some people fell off.
We are on the same table, but some people are not on the same table.
They fell off.
Some people started the journey but nowhere. No be testimony for church. I'm talking about the Premier League.
They are walking away.
English Premier League. The team, that's the slogan which says you will never walk alone. Has decided.
It's lonely at the top.
You know what? I saw a statement on Shola. I saw a statement. When Fergie wanted to retire, he didn't allow the players know that he's leaving the club. And that was when he won the Premier League, the last Premier League he won, and the last time Manchester United won it.
And you know something?
Now hold on. Now Klopp was done with the season, and he came out boldly. The Liverpool, in fact,
I will retire.
Let me let you know, Liverpool fans, that they are still going to play that documentary of Klopp when he arrived and when he left, even with the Carabao.
Now there's an issue. You know, say Klopp don't they lose.
Yes.
They have all the coach, all the streaming platform are not feeling like if you know sell.
No, I'm letting you know that the report we still got this week is that they're still going to show the documentary again.
I'm not telling the latest report is they've shot it.
Okay,
fine. They are still shooting it. Fine, but there's an issue from Disney Plus to other streaming platforms about can I really pay these amounts now for this
video?
It's more like they are shooting a disaster. No, it's supposed to be a celebration, but now it is the opposite of a celebration for Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans are not. They can't even say they are in the title race anymore.
We don't even hear them talk anymore. They are just all mute and shocked.
Come on, I'm sure. Even Klopp himself is shocked and asking how did we go wrong? All right.
And yes, focusing on -1 flex. Okay, no, do something. Liverpool, clear. Liverpool, clear. Yes, guys, focusing on the only two teams that mathematically is possible.
It's possible.
Mathematically, Liverpool can still win actually, but
logically, mathematics far.
But yes, the only two teams in the title race for the English Premier League is Arsenal and Manchester City.
Absolutely.
And Arsenal has just 3 games left today. Manchester City have 4 games left. Today we are going to be going into it and letting you know what exactly is going to happen. What we feel would happen at the end of the season. Who we think is going to win the league? Is it going to be Arsenal or Manchester City? We'll be right back after this short break. Don't go
nowhere.
Yes, guys, you're welcome back from that short commercial break. And yes, I still have Radio Paparazzi.
Commercial, wait till me go say.
Okay.
We never decided. We are still looking for sponsors. We never sell.
Yes. Okay, yes, guys, I have Shola Double Striker and Radio Paparazzi, and we are going straight into the running fixture. But before we go into it, let me tell you Arsenal's last 3 fixtures. Arsenal is going to be playing Bournemouth at home, playing Manchester United at the Old Trafford, and playing Everton at the Emirates Stadium. While Manchester City, on the other hand, will be playing Wolves at the Etihad Stadium, Fulham away, West Ham at the Etihad Stadium, and Tottenham Hotspur at Tottenham Stadium. So now, before this whole thing, there was an agenda, the agenda they dance around.
Absolutely.
Say Tottenham would decide the title race, the person that is going to win and all that. But now you have -1.
-1 already.
Yes. Due to Liverpool in their next fixture, we don't care.
It doesn't count anymore.
It does not count anymore. But now Tottenham could not do anything against Arsenal. Would they be able to do that against Manchester City? Because it's looking like they are the only big game
threat Man City has. But I feel like Fulham and West Ham could actually pose a threat in some way. Talking about West Ham, they upsetted Liverpool.
Liverpool was off
in the last game.
Liverpool was off already.
But then I think and I feel like at the end of the day, Man City will carry the day because they have a game in hand and they are currently 1 point behind, despite having a game in hand.
Yeah.
So a game in hand means you have 3 points to clinch. And if you play your game in hand, definitely you'll be 2 points ahead of the next person. That's Arsenal.
Yeah.
So I feel like all well and good if both teams win their next 3 games and 4 games respectively.
Do you actually think both teams can win all their...
Now, starting from that, I do not think Arsenal has it in them to win Bournemouth, Man United, and Everton back to back.
Stay there. Radio Paparazzi.
Yep.
What do you think about that? Arsenal's next 3 games, last fixtures of this season. Talking about Bournemouth, Manchester United, and Everton.
I'm gonna give it a good win for Arsenal to go ahead and win against Bournemouth because
win against Bournemouth.
A win against Bournemouth, yeah, because it's very possible.
Okay.
Looking at the start, in the favor of Arsenal, but they're head to head, right there. And also, if you look at the runs of Arsenal, they played Aston Villa. Aston Villa had something to prove. They wanted to get a Champions League ticket. Wolves has nothing to prove. They won. Chelsea. We didn't even know what happened, and that went. Spurs. We felt Spurs had something to prove. Tried, but Arsenal went ahead to win. But looking at Bournemouth, they are safe out of relegation. So they're not looking for anything to fight for.
But do you think there will be huge moments that always happen in the Premier League whereby
I don't see no man.
To the
poor. No, I don't see that happening. But I just sense it that the coach of Bournemouth would be telling his players, no matter what, we're not joking with this game. No matter what, we're not joking with it. I remember Dominic Solanke is in great form, and trying to get his goal scoring, in prowess and right there. And also, we want to ask, can Manchester United stop Arsenal? And the question is, what are United fighting for? You're not fighting for Champions League. It's safe to say you're qualified for an European ticket already. So what are you looking at to stop Arsenal for
posterity?
And I will say again,
Arsenal won
Jay said something before the show. He said maybe stop the noisy neighbors. Manchester
That's
City.
What I'm saying.
First leg won them. Manchester United will not want Arsenal to win them
twice.
I don't think that has happened.
I'm even talking about Man U stopping Manchester City from winning the Premier League again.
Okay,
because they won it 1-2, and they want just the
is even possible.
How do you call 4 in the quadruple? Yeah, the quadruple. I'm sorry, yes, and Manchester City are going for that. So I see Manchester United being a stumbling block for Arsenal, but I know. But good news for Manchester United, Shola, that Lisandro Martinez is back. Rashford is back. So the defense line is a little bit compact. And
all these teams are getting their players
back. And it looks like. But I would have said the tricky tie would have been Everton against Arsenal. But Everton are safe out of relegation.
But then Everton still safe out of relegation want to make a statement. They want to finish way above where they are right now on the Premier League.
And tell you
that even with all the deductions and everything that happened with the Premier League, we can still survive the Premier. And they have shown that they can actually, but they want to prove more points, and especially against Premier League contenders.
For their coach.
And yes, exactly. So there's a whole lot on the table for Arsenal right now. And for me, I feel like they are not in good hands, if I can use that word.
The
Gunners are not in good hands. Because Bournemouth right now, they have this style of play. They don't respect people. They love to come out and play as well. Bournemouth will take the game to you. They play you out, you play them out. And right now, like you said, they're not fighting for anything.
Yeah, they're not.
So it's more like who score pass.
Who score pass to win the game.
But for Arsenal cannot afford to be, lackadaisical and just all open.
But let's focus on something. I think we are looking at Arsenal with the old eye, like they pass Arsenal. With what they've done this season, they even any game they play, they make sure they score a lot of goals.
But
even if there's going to be any twist,
Jerry Tucker, it was still looking like a lackadaisical Arsenal against Tottenham Hotspur. If not Tottenham,
if not for the mistakes, Tottenham
Hotspur should have buried Arsenal. Come on, man.
It's a London derby, but then Jerry Tucker. Okay, let me take you.
Let's say it's a London derby. It's a Manchester derby, and Manchester City will kill Manchester on a good day.
All day long,
man. Come on.
All day long.
Let's leave out the London derby.
Now, away from the whole London derby scenario and everything, I'm going to go back to this point that I always like to buttress whenever we talk about Arsenal winning the league, especially this season. Arsenal were not this choked last season. at some point in the league. Yeah. At some point in the league, they had about 5 to 6 points lead ahead of Manchester City.
I think it was this Bournemouth actually.
Really? At that time, right? I'm not really sure.
It was not playing at Bournemouth last
No, it was not. It was playing at Southampton. Yeah, it was Southampton that gave them the problem.
That gave them the problem and started that down spiral moment for the Premier League. So I feel like right now, Man City have been here. They've done that over and over and over.
I'll remind you about Man City, Shola. They're going to play Wolves.
Wolves is a threat.
Shola, round 7 of the Premier League this season, Wolves won Manchester United 2-1.
Yes. Manchester City.
I'm sorry, Manchester City 2-1. Now, Shola,
that was round 7.
We know what Wolves can do.
Wait. Let me give you a reply to that. Actually, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Manchester City is not the Manchester City we know anymore.
They are not as lethal,
especially this season.
Yeah.
And that is the only reason why Arsenal is where they are at this point.
I need you to say what you said yesterday. Saying thank God for Phil Foden's form this season.
Thank God for
Phil Foden's scoring.
Haaland out, and come on, man.
I said something yesterday. I said they miss a lot of They miss a lot
Gundogan
and Mahrez would bring to their game all day long. Absolutely. They miss it so much.
Those two would always find the passes, always, and just get something
out.
But right now, it's like the old burden is on Kevin De Bruyne or Rodri in the midfield. And Phil Foden has been given a responsibility that he was not prepared for.
A lot of it. And the fact that we have every one of them back, Leonard came off as a substitute and he scored.
Yes,
against Nottingham Forest. So it's showing that, okay, yes, we are ready for this. And I must let you know that Manchester City last 5 games, they've not lost any, they've not played any draw.
And this is not the first time they are doing it.
Arsenal's last 5 games, they've lost one against Aston Villa.
Yes.
So it's showing you Manchester City, when it comes to the beginning of the league, they might do anyhow, they might not be there. But
towards the end of the season, they like to grind hard and finish well.
Manchester City would never.
So I'm going to be dropping my thoughts.
Would never drop a point.
I feel like at the end of the day, because of the game in hand Man City has and where they are right now on the table,
which they are likely not to win.
Yes,
I stamp on it.
Oh, really?
Likely not to. Yes, really. I'm holding on to that.
Okay, no problem. Not to win. And that's the game against Spurs.
Wolves.
That's the game that's
Wolves, man. Wolves.
No, is it Wolves?
The game in hand.
The game in hand is against Spurs. That's the one.
Okay. Spurs.
Their next game is against Wolves. That's been established. But the game against Spurs, man. The date is still to be determined. So I feel like away from that game against Spurs, Man City would comfortably win our next 3 games.
Wow.
After doing this, all they will just be waiting for is either Arsenal's flop or for them to go on to win their last game as well. So at the end of the season, I'm predicting that Manchester City would win their 4th English Premier League title in a row.
Now, Shola, if you're saying, so you're saying Manchester City must not drop any points.
Yes, I don't see them.
He's saying
they would.
But if they do, safe to say Arsenal are going to win the Premier League.
If they do, Arsenal as well will drop points. Arsenal can't win our next 3 games.
The goal difference, man. The goal difference.
If Arsenal,
he's saying Arsenal will drop a point. So
Arsenal will definitely drop a point. The goal difference will have anything to do.
Are you saying
Arsenal will drop a point against Man United? At least 2 points will be dropped against.
I remember the last time we had this discussion about the running fixtures. Liverpool was in the conversation, and
but now there are no more
these games.
Yeah,
I remember I and Shola, we trashed Liverpool, Arsenal on this show. We said we're not going to. We said all these games they will not get more than, I think, was it not 11 or 12 points?
Yeah.
And now they've gotten more than that in just 4 games. They've not gotten more than that. They've gotten 9. In 4 games, they lost against Aston Villa and they won the next 3 against Wolves, against Chelsea, against Tottenham Hotspur. So I just feel this thing. I keep saying something. One thing that is always affecting Arsenal is once they lose a game, their mentality drop. Once they are on a run,
on a winning streak,
it's hard for them to drop. And we can.
That's what I'm saying. Against Bournemouth right now, against Bournemouth, their next game, JD Talker,
it's
gonna be something else.
I see them scoring Bournemouth and that 5 goals.
Until then.
That's why I see.
Until then.
So now, before we wrap up the show, last question now to Radio Paparazzi and Shola the Topmost Striker. Between Arsenal and Manchester City, what do you think would drop a point?
Manchester City are going to drop a point against Wolves. They're going to drop point against Tottenham Hotspur, and also Arsenal are going to drop point against Manchester United. So safe to say, I'm going to give it to Arsenal to win the Premier League
after
20 years.
2 decades.
For me, I do not see Man City dropping more than 2 points in their next 4 fixtures.
Okay.
And bad as bad, they dropped those 2 points against Wolves. Yes, that's their next game. At most, or if not against Wolves, then against Fulham, but not more than 1 game. After that, Arsenal, on the other hand, are most likely to drop points against Man United and even against Bournemouth that they're going to be playing next. Absolutely, I feel so. So at the end of the day, I'm tipping Manchester City to win the Premier League.
Okay, yes, guys. Shola said Man City will drop points, Arsenal will drop points, while Radio Papa said only Manchester City will drop points. You see, Arsenal.
I said no.
Okay,
Arsenal will drop points.
So the bottom are saying Arsenal, Manchester City, nobody will go on a winning streak in their last games in the running fixtures. Yeah. What do you think, guys? What do you think will drop points? What do you think is going to lift the English Premier League this season? Drop it in the comment section, and please, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, tell a friend to tell a friend, share to those groups, share to an Arsenal fan, share to a Liverpool fan, share to a football fan, and as you do so, we keep giving you more.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. See you in our next video.
Bye.